Glamour Boys. Those sparkles fell off really quick though. After,
Yes,
after like a week of taking a beating from Invader and somebody else, I think those sparkles they all came off the jackets.
So, you came to Puerto Rico, started working with WWC.
Yeah.
How long were you working with WWC during that time?
Man, I can't remember. 94, 95, 96, 97, 98.
You lost your tag partner during that time.
Right.
Sean Marley left. You went to the WWE.
Right.
What happened with you? Why didn't you hop on the wagon?
That's a good question. If I could go back in time, would I?
Well, you offered the opportunity.
Was I offered the opportunity? No, not really.
Not really.
I think he had his own agenda and wanted to go off on his own and do his own thing. So that was that.
You spent a few years in WWC.
94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and then I left for IWA in 99.
You left for IWA. Why did you leave to IWA?
Everything was going very, very good in WWC. I just felt that they weren't advancing with the times. IWA, I remember watching their TV and being blown away by the way that their TV show was being presented. It was being presented like a WWE show. And
I always said they never had anything to envy the WWE during that time.
Right, because we were giving them a WWE title.
Exactly.
And it was, I'm saying Victor Quinones, Savio, and Miguel, we were giving them that type of a show. And I wanted to be part of that because I thought that was the way to go, to invest in better equipment, better editors, better announcers, better graphics on the TV, better storylines, better everything. And it was just time for me to make a change. If I wanted to stay here and grow in wrestling, I needed to do that. That's why I did it.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with money. It had nothing to do with I don't like Carlos or Javito or anything like that. It was just.
It was time for change.
It was time for change. It was time to take the wrestling in Puerto Rico to that level. I mean, they did. They brought it to a different level. I guess in '98 they started.
99.
99.
So, during your time with IWA, what memorable matches did you have?
Unfortunately, with all the chair shots that I got in the back of the head from Ricky Banderas, I don't have much of a memory. But the first ever heavyweight title match, I think it was a fatal four-way. It was me, Ricky, Apollo, and Miguel. It was in Bayamon, and it was I won the IWA heavyweight championship for the first time there. Became the first IWA heavyweight champion. That's very memorable to me. I remember falling off of a car one time, chasing my belt. Somebody had my belt, and I jumped on the back of the car, and the car did a big turn, and I
just spun right off of it.
Spun right off of it. I remember that. And I remember a tables, ladders, and chairs match I had with Ricky Banderas in Bayamon. I think it was like a 45-minute match. And I think we laid everything out on the table.
Was that the Summer Attitude match?
I think so. The belt was hanging in the middle.
That was the night that we got the unpleasant surprise of seeing Steve, Sadistic Steve Strong.
Yeah.
And I say unpleasant because a lot of people were expecting him a certain way.
Right.
And when he walked out of the dressing room, everybody's like, where's he at? We hear the music.
I'll tell you something though. I was in the cage at the end of that night because there was a cage
I was
match.
there that night.
Yeah. And that was after the match with Ricky. And I remember he still has the evil in his eyes. He may not have the body of that he used to.
Exactly.
But to be in the ring with him and to look at that look, he still had that. Now, things happen in people's lives.
Exactly.
Right? And we get an image of somebody, and then we see something different that we're not used to. It's just we're not used to it. His presence of being on the card that night definitely helped bring people in. Mm-hmm. So in that essence, he did a great job.
As a matter of fact, that was the night before you guys were in Guayama.
Yep.
And I went to that card in Guayama. Kane was there.
Yep.
And I told my friend that night, after the card was done, I said, we got to go to Bayamon tomorrow night.
Right, so this is strong. You saw the video, the 666 video that Moody Melendez did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
And that was another thing that with the IWA, they were doing videos.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
A lot of backstages too.
Yeah.
You finished up with IWA. You went to the new company that was here in Puerto Rico, short-lived, but did leave its mark on the island. NWE, if I'm not wrong.
NWS.
NWS.
Yeah.
How was it over there?
Really enjoyed it. We decided to concentrate on the south side. South side
No,
of the island.
the west side.
The west side. And I thought it was great. I mean, things were going really, really well. I think there's certain issues with getting all of our ducks in a row. But the people were definitely hungry for the wrestling over there. The TV show was good. Once we lost the TV show, it started to go downhill. But we did get a lot of good wrestlers out of it. A lot of great wrestlers.
Black Pain?
Right, Black Pain, Kike Cruz.
Yeah.
Stefano was over there. I'm trying to think of the other. William de la Vega. I'm trying to think of some of the other guys over there. Crazy Rudy and his partner.
Oh yeah. Bandido.
Yeah, Bandido. A lot of great talent.
What killed the company?
Just poor management.
Poor management.
Yeah.
Okay. You told us before that you wrestled in England.
Yeah.
What other places did you manage to wrestle during this time?
Germany, Africa, Japan, the southern states. I've pretty much been everywhere. I just haven't been to Mexico. For some reason, I'm afraid to go to Mexico.
You're afraid to go to Mexico. Why is that?
I just have a feeling that as soon as I cross the border, that somebody would kidnap me and hold me for ransom.
Which they are doing a lot.
Yeah. Oh, look at the blonde guy. Get the blonde guy. Get that blonde guy. We'll get $20 for him. Beautiful place. And my friend Moody is down there right now. If you're watching this, Moody, hello, brother. Miss you. Please come home. Just so big, so many people, and that's why I like Puerto Rico, because it's not too big, it's not too small, it's just right.
Yeah.
I like things nice and easy, and just seems like way too many people in Mexico.
Yeah. Besides wrestling in Puerto Rico, which I know you love, what other place have you been that you totally love? Japan. Everybody loves Japan.
Yeah, so professional, and it's such a competition too. Like the wrestling is not, they don't screw around over there.
I was going to mention that. I managed to have an interview with Rico Suave, who went down there. He wrestled over there with Abdullah the Butcher. He told me they're very stiff over there.
Yeah, very stiff.
And if you don't give it back to them, they're gonna hurt you.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, but awesome way to get out some aggression. Just to punch somebody.
So when you first got over there, were you expecting this? Did you know about this?
Oh yeah. Being in Puerto Rico, a lot of people, and it was kind of like everybody would do kind of like a circle to the southern states, come into Puerto Rico, go into Europe, and then in Japan, and you know, by talking with some of the other guys, and by watching, I mean, all you have to do is just watch the wrestling and see how snug and competitive it is that you're gonna get right into it.
I've always been surprised about the fans in Japan, because they're like no other fans in the world. The reason why I say this is because they'll sit down. You don't see them standing up. Ooh.
Right.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's all you get out of them. That's the reaction. All right.
Yeah. Well, what a great feeling when you hear when all those people go ooh. It's such, I mean, that's here it's wah wah wah.
Yeah.
There it's ooh. And it just echoes over the whole building. It's weird. But when you're in the ring and you're wrestling, and if you have somebody in a hold and they make it to the ropes, everybody goes ooh when they clap. But the way that it happens is you get
totally different from
but you get that same feeling as here when you punch someone and the people go whoa. It's the same, it's a little bit the same. You know what I mean? You just don't get as much of it there as you
You managed to go to TNA.
Yeah.
You were reffing over there.
Yeah.
How did it go over there?
Loved it. I loved it in TNA. I thought that I was going to be there for a while, and it just didn't work out. Unfortunately, because I really appreciate the opportunity that they gave me, and I'm just sorry that I'm not there anymore.
You managed to wrestle there also.
Yeah. Not well, but managed to wrestle.
Okay, so the main reason you guys didn't get how would you say, didn't meet on a contract, or
No, I still had a contract. They